just the one. Hey guys, Katie from the K Show blog here, and today we're going through the plastic free-ish challenge for August, which was evolving our use of cleaning sprays and cleaning products into less wasteful alternatives. Here's how it went. So first up, this one did not go as planned in any way. Oh, got a visitor. Okay, I started this challenge with the most common thing that I saw on social media and blogs and things like that when I started my research. But quite frankly, I don't think it could hold up to regular cleaning products, and I didn't really like it at all. So I had to sort of change up my whole plan of how I was gonna replace these cleaning sprays and all that I was using. So I'll go through all that in the video today. I'll go through what I found, what worked, what didn't, and then what I'm kind of using now, what is working at the moment. Here we go. So the main things I was trying to change was laundry detergent, dishwashing liquid, floor cleaner, but I've been using eucalyptus oil and hot water on my floors for years, and that's working fine, but I was open if I found something better. And an all-purpose spray. Those were kind of my biggest ones that I wanted to change. Your list of what you're trying to change might be completely different, but those were my four. First thing I tried was the citrus vinegar spray that I see mentioned everywhere on social media. So you make something like this. You just get a jar, you cut a bunch of lemon peels, citrus peels, put it in the jar, top it up with vinegar, and then you let it sit for a week or two until it gets to this darker color. Try and hold it closer. After it gets to this color, then you just put it in your spray bottle and dilute it down with water. And with the citrus vinegar spray, I like that it didn't have a lot of chemicals in it, and I like that it was so cheap and easy to make. But I didn't like that I found when I was using it, it kind of felt like it left water on the area that I was trying to clean. So it didn't feel like it was cleaning as much, if you know what I mean. It was still kind of wet. And at the time, most of the mess I was cleaning was from my older dog, Bella. And she was starting to lose her bladder a lot around the house. So I was cleaning up dog wee a lot of my floor. And I wanted to see it dry. I wanted to know that it was clean because it's pretty gross. So maybe, perhaps, if I was using it now or trying it now when I have more regular cleaning things to clean, you know what I mean? Just countertops, benches, tables, things like that. Maybe I wouldn't be as opposed to it because it was sort of I was in a different situation, and I was already in such a higher stress mode that maybe I was a little bit closed off to it. So I will let you know that, just so you know sort of where I was at, and maybe it would work for you. And that's the only reason that I really didn't like it. I didn't like having wet floor after I was cleaning up dog pee, you know what I mean? So I have switched to different products that I found, which I've been enjoying better, but I'm still open to that citrus vinegar, maybe one day later in future. And when I first started the challenge, I thought I would have to buy all new trendy glass bottles and everything. But then as I was learning more about using less waste and things like that, I kind of figured I didn't really need the glass bottles. They were just for aesthetic. That's why you get it. And so I've just been putting everything in. This is the last high chemical, high plastic spray I had bought. It was just an all-purpose spray. And then once it was empty, I just rinsed it out, and I've been using it ever since. So it's been fine. It doesn't look as cute as a glass bottle, but if you are trying to reduce your waste and you're not too worried about the aesthetics, that's the cheapest and most reusable way to go. So the citrus vinegar thing wasn't really my thing. And in the end, I went with this one next. This was the Myers all-purpose cleaner. And I really like that. The smell is really great. This one came in a 32 ounce and I got it from Amazon. And so you can get packs of 2 of these on Amazon for pretty cheap. I think they were maybe about $15, but double check that. I'll leave a link below anyway, so you can check it out. So this is a pretty natural one, and I also liked that it had, let me double check, yeah, 25% of recyclable plastic in the bottle. So there is a little impact, 25% is better than nothing. And it was better than the vinegar I was using, because the big bottles of vinegar come in plastic tubs and they were 0% recycled plastic. So this was at least a step up in the plastic use. And I really like the smell. It works great. You can use it for all your all-purpose cleaning. So I did like that one. And then recently I've also been experimenting with Castile soap. So maybe the light is not gonna let you see it, but I got this one from Amazon as well. And I started with just a small bottle because I wanted to test it out. This is 16 ounces, but they do sell it in 32 ounces and big gallon bottles. So you can buy it in bulk and really save plastic that way. But I'll be honest, at first I was freaked the hell out because I got this and all this little writing, and then all this writing at the side is very, very Jesus-y messaging. And I was like, what in the hell cult did I just support? It's so much and it's so creepy. But then I read a little bit of it and I looked up the history, and from my quick research, what I had learned was Dr. Bronner, who made this, he came from Germany and he had fled to America, but his family couldn't follow with him. And they ended up dying in World War II. And so all this Jesus-y stuff was super important to him and a big part of his lifestyle. But then once he started selling soap, he noticed that people, they just wanted to buy soap and they didn't want to listen to him talk. Duh. And so he just put it on the marketing so that at least if they won't listen to him, they might read his stuff, like the stuff that was really important to him. So with that story, I was like, oh, you know, it's not so bad, I guess. He did go through something more tragic than I would probably ever experience, and this might be his way of dealing with it, so I'm not going to judge too much, but overall I do think it's super unprofessional. There's no need. You're selling soap, your personal views don't need to mix with that. They're irrelevant to the customer, so I kind of think just keep those two things separate. But just in case you do get this and you see all that and you go, what the hell, like I did, that's the story, and it's just him dealing with the most horrible tragedy that most of us would never even comprehend, you know, let alone experience. So can't really judge it, but that's the story. And this one has a few different scents, just like this one. I got the lemon scented of the Myers cleaning spray, and they also had other ones online. And this one I also got the citrus. I like the citrus smells when I clean, but they have like lavender, peppermint, unscented, all sorts of different ones, so you can check out whichever scent you prefer. The thing with this one that I think is amazing, and I think this is what I'm going to stick with from now on, is that it has so many uses. So it's not just your all-purpose cleaner, your floor cleaner. You can use it for laundry detergent. I'll put this down because I feel like I'm waving it around. Laundry detergent, dishwashing soap. You can use it for shampoo, pet shampoo, soap, shaving cream, everything. It's almost like the all-in-one soap that you can use for your house, and it's all natural. So that's a huge win. And the bottle itself is made from 100% recycled plastic. So that's the best option out of vinegar, this Myers one, and now the Castile soap. Like, this one has the most recycled plastic, and my whole goal was about reducing plastic, so like that's actually the best option for that goal. So I think from here on in, I'm just going to keep buying the Castile soap, maybe try a few flavors, and I'll definitely buy it in the big gallon ones to reduce as much plastic as possible. And I also think this will be great for travel, because you could pop a little bit of this in like a travel size container and then use it while you're traveling for like your shampoo, your soap, things like that. So you really do have like the all-in-one for cleaning your house and cleaning yourself and doing your laundry. You have the all-in-one soap, which I think is fantastic. You can Google the dilution ratios, and it has some on the side as well. So there are different ratios for the different things you're going to do. So this is my favorite. This is what I'm going to be using from here on in. It is the Castile soap from Dr. Bronner, and I think that's the best one I've found. And if you do add any oils, I keep my oils in this box. This is what I got from Simply Earth. So when you use my code KSBFree, when you subscribe to their essential oil box, you get a free gift card, and I use my gift card to buy a box to keep all my oils in. Very cool. But if you do any cleaning with your oils, that is a good place to start and a great business that I like. So check out Simply Earth as well. I'm going to link everything in the description below. So to recap everything, started with the citrus spray. Didn't really like it. It wasn't for me. I don't like how it leaves things kind of damp, and yeah, it wasn't for me. Went to the Myers, Like that, great option. But then also tested the Castile soap, and that was my favorite option and the best option for value because it has so many uses. And then don't worry about buying glass jars and stuff. Just use whatever you have at home. Remember that if you're trying to reduce your waste, the first step is upcycling, recycling, using what you have at home first before you start buying things. So if you're not worried about aesthetic, just chuck it in an old bottle, you'll be fine. And that's everything, I think. So if you have any questions, of course, let me know. If you like this stuff, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.